When the wind blows in the morning, I'll make it to the south turn point. It's incredibly easy, I'm practically always flying at full speed system, until I have to change the foot I'm stepping on it with. I just slow down a bit before a more challenging passage like a gully or a blown edge. It's a bit upwind, but that's ultimately a good thing. At the end, the edge gives a bit, so if it was downwind it would be hard to get back, which was a threat yesterday. But because of the wind direction, it's going backwards well too. On the way to the takeoff I'm flying through a 5 meters per second thermal, which is triggering my heart. But on every thermal, I ask myself, do I need altitude for anything now? The answer is usually no. So at least I slow down in it, which costs me some time, but I pick up 500 meters for free without a single thermal.
To czym Bitcoin jest uwagę.
There are completely different things that are important for flying in this section than usual. Thermaling ability is useless, track selection is more important. Should I fly into the gully, or take it beforehand? And also deciding where to pedal full speed system and where to let go. North of the takeoff, I'm pretty good. I've got the right amount of speed system after entering the turbulence. I just stepped right back on it while it was still there. When the upper edge ends about 20 miles north of the takeoff, you have to switch to alpine-style flying. Find a thermal, center it, thermal it until it starts to fade, and go looking for another one. I'll do a lot of climbing before I do that. Down there, the edge doesn't carry anymore and you have to make do with weak thermal. In these, on the one hand, there is no certainty of being rescued, and on the other hand, a lot of time is wasted. On 2 attempts I get above the edge and there I am flying upwards. When I reach the 200 kilometers turn point, I think to myself, I've made great time. With a margin I was going to start coming back at 1500 hours and it's only about 1410, so I keep flying. But I choose the wrong trail ahead of time, and from 3200 I go through a 3 meters per second sink almost to the ground. Luckily I bail out in the 10th, which I pray doesn't end. It gradually becomes a half, then 1 meter per second, then suddenly whistles to a 3 meters per second, where it stays for a while, until it fades back to 1 meter per second at the top. With that one, I wonder why on earth I'd thermal it, but what I'd give for it down there. On the way back I watch my altitude, thermal all the 3 meters per second I come across and confirming my experience from the Czech Republic. If it beeps a couple of times after a sink, it's just a mess between the thermal and the sink. The core is a bit further away. When I connect to the top edge, I know I've already won. I stop thermaling again and get to the takeoff completely free because I have the wind at my back and the edge is rising. I land at the takeoff again, although it's not as graceful as yesterday. I'm skipping through the lines.